Is that a Supra? With the V8?
No way.
By the time this video releases, that'll be old news, but we're talking about it, the V8 Supra. There's the Supercar Championship racing that happens in Australia, and all the big dogs go to it.
Okay.
And this time Toyota's like, hey. So Toyota went in and they said, what better car than the Supra? But they have to homologate it to fit the rules, and they got to put a V8 in it, and that's what we have now. So they got to build 4 cars, and they're actually going to throw in the engine that's called the GSC V8. Do you know what that goes in?
Tell me.
I'll tell you. It goes in the LC500.
Ah.
Do you know what that is?
Yes. The Lexus.
Yes. I didn't know what that was, but it's a wonderful looking car. Yes. Super sporty. It's a luxury car, so the pedal feel is a little soft when you get into the racetrack. You can upgrade your brake pads, your brake fluid, things like that, but it's the brake system itself is built for luxury, and then such a heavy car that it is. It sounds amazing, it looks amazing, it's wonderful for road trips, but for actual racing, that's not what you need.
It's not a race car.
No.
It's a luxury car through and through.
Right. A beautiful one, but it's got a cool engine, and that engine makes 471 horsepower and right about 400 foot-pound of torque.
But that's not what the supercar is going to make.
Nobody really knows that just yet. Do you know what those cars make? Is it like a limited amount, probably for the series?
Yeah, they're probably all spec'd, but they sound amazing.
Here's a clip of what the LC500 sounds like. It's choppy, it's throaty, and I love it, man.
Oh, man.
I love an LS, I love an LT. Do you know what other vehicle Toyota produces that has the same engine core that's going into this one? The Toyota Hilux.
Ooh.
This one actually won the 2019 Dakar Rally.
Ooh.
And I have a clip here that you can watch. And it sounds pretty good too. Here's the problem though, it makes 385 horsepower and 457 foot-pound of torque. That's about 85 less horsepower and about 60 more foot-pound of torque.
That's a lot more torque.
So they're making a ton more torque, which ought to naturally aspirate. I don't know if that's just cam or what they're doing to get the power. But that engine is, again, built to spec. It's homologated for a series, and that's truck series for rally. So it doesn't really limit what I think the V8 Supra is gonna make. Daytona RCF GT3S. Do you know what that one is?
No. That's awesome.
Yeah. So Toyota's already representing the racing series, and that's the GT3S, and that's with Lexus.
Yep.
A version of the RCF that's only for racing, and it sounds phenomenal.
How much horsepower does that make?
That one makes 540 horsepower. It's more towards the 600 that we're aiming for here.
That's what I think they're gonna do.
But that's 4 cars, and it doesn't mean that there are 4 cars that are gonna be expanded through manufacturing for everyone. That's the concern. That's every article that you read is, hey, we're getting a V8, but you're not. It's only the racing series in Australia.
Leave a comment below if you would love to see a Supra with a V8 for sale to the public.
And here's the thing, it's all about money.
Yep.
If there's demand, there will be supply to meet it, so that way you can make a profit. And I think it'll be a lot cheaper of a vehicle for Toyota too, because they own the design, they own the patents and everything for the engine. They don't have to pay that off for BMW, but they would have to do all the integration aspects of the engine into the vehicle, wiring harness, fuel system, transmission, and things like that. It's already done for the Lexus. So they would just have to figure out different ways to integrate it, but it's still an R&D effort.
Right.
But if the demand is there, then they're gonna meet it. But here's my thing. I think regardless of what V8 you put into the Supra, it will be worse than the current Supra.
Really? That's a hot take.
Look at it's a hot take, but it's a true take. Look at the lineage of a Supra. It's all about inline. Look at the 2JZ. It's a phenomenal engine, known for being absolutely overbuilt to the gills to make whatever power, however big of a turbo, it can handle it. And it sounds absolutely amazing. The B58 is a newer engine. Sure, it's made by BMW, but it makes a ton of horsepower.
It does make a ton of power.
Throw 7 grand on it, you can put 650 wheel horsepower out of the engine. That's amazing. That's a Corvette C7 Z06, but you might actually beat it on a drag race.
You'll probably beat it on a drag race. Look at the series that Jackie Ding started by taking the Supra, and now everybody has a Supra.
So what do you want? Do you want a V8 Supra? Do you want a V12 Supra? What kind of Supra do you want? Where the inline 6 is not good enough for you? Let us know here in the comments below.